Grand Rising YouTube, Grand Rising. Good day, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. But listen, boy, it's just been one of them days there for me. Like, I've literally just been sitting down since I got back in. I kind of got back in a while back, just kind of channeling the energy. Definitely know there's an angel message to come. Definitely know there's a positive vibe coming. But we all know there's always a storm before the calm, and I feel like there's an in-between energy between the storm and the calm. The storm and the calm. Right. I chuckle to myself. I just had one of them days there, you know. Kind of even come up with a little 1-2 verses again. That's what I do like. Whenever there's anything that builds up, I learn to release. I feel like as a collective we need to know how to release and understand, first of all, understand the whole build up, the whole shift, the whole energy change and everything. Like I say, you see astrology is just as important as listening to the 10 o'clock news or whatever o'clock news. You understand? Because when we feel these energy shifts that's coming on around us, this energy of endings and beginnings and cycles and karmic debts and generational patterns and past lives experiences and everything, yo. It's an experience of an unknown. You can't explain it to those who ain't been through it necessarily. You understand? Like, when you're going through the motions and then you're in that energy of stillness and you're kind of looking at the whoa, what's really going on, that deep soul searching of looking at everything, dissecting a situation, breaking it down. For me, that's what tarot is. That's what that's what reading the energy on the cards is, breaking it down, dissecting the energies that you feel within, that I feel within inside myself. And I know not always is the energy that I feel within inside myself to do with me. I kind of picked that up from since I was a child, but even more so within the last few years, a couple of years or so, or even more so. I can go back. Like, there's so much little things that kind of triggered that understanding, that inner standing, that not everything I feel is for me. Hence the reason why I'm here right now doing another reading. Because I understand since coming through to YouTube, and I do not even just mean doing readings on YouTube, I mean watching certain motivational, inspirational tarot readers. My whole perception on tarot is changed, totally. It's totally changed from the illusions and the confusions and the doctrines that I was taught as a child, 100%. I've always told myself, I don't trust anybody other than myself. So when you grow up and you hear that such and such is not good and X, Y, and Z, you kind of believe it in it because you're just a kid, you just carry on. It's neither here nor there. You understand? Until the day I ran into it. And when I ran into it, and when I mean I ran into it, I don't necessarily mean I ran into it and I was listening to a reading or anything like that. I mean, when I ran into it and bought my first ever deck, I watched naturally as a bird's eye view how I got into tarot. You understand? And I literally saw how the cards that I just bought dissected my whole life experience. Just like that. So even though I already knew, because it's already within me, it's my life, but it kind of broke it down like topics of what I'm needing to look into, and why, and all of that. Who, what, why, and when. And then you see when you break it down like that, you then begin to see a puzzle kind of cluster together. Soul family, inspiration, motivation. Listen, that's a channel. That was a whole channeling, because if I can even remember what I just said, I can't. But it's all part of the energy that I'm picking up on. Dissection, deception, You understand? I was picking up, I was looking at the date today, because for some reason, every now and again, I tap into the numerology. And it's always the date for me. I always start off with the date, so I break it down. I add it up and then I break it down. And when I add it up and I break it down, there's a lot. We're talking about the 1, 3, 2 and 1. Break it down till I come to 7. 7 in the tarot is defense, deceit, deception, plantation, illusion. Stepping back and looking at the seeds that you planted. Then, for an example, when I say plantation, looking at what it is you put out into the universe, like I said yesterday, and what it is that's coming back into you. That's that whole karmic energy, that whole justice energy. Yeah. Timing as well. For some reason, timing. Again, there's so much relevance around 10 endings and beginnings. Again in tarot, endings and beginnings. Same with the dates. Look at the date. 0, 1. I just clocked that. 0, 1. It's that whole mirroring image. 1, 10, 10, 0, 1. You understand? And yesterday there was the energy of mirroring also. Another one, 19 as well, what came to mind as well. I don't know why, I can't remember why it all came together now. But it was either someone could be 19 years old, or this could have been 2019, or something around birth. Something around birth. It could be that it's a birthday on the 19th day. And then another energy I'm just picking up right now, it feels like a kind of loss of a birth. But and my condolences for anybody that's gone through that. I'm hearing in any particular way. Something about 19. And I'm kind of stuck there now for a minute. Let me move on from the other channel. Alright, the first one that comes to me, because I was reading from the bottom to the top, yeah. But the first challenge that came, and I do not ever listen to this kind of music ever, and where it even popped up from, it must have been some kind of commercial, or I don't know. But what was it? It was run rabbit, run, run, and that's the only part I know of that commercial song. Then run rabbit, run, run. And I just kept on saying it over and over and over again, and I kind of was just chuckling to myself, because I kind of see certain relevance to certain images that I was seeing in my head whilst channeling it, you know. So it was kind of making me chuckle a little bit, because I mean the only thing I could go back to was the image that I was seeing was when we were kids, or back in that 80s then, yeah. There was a cartoon. What was his name? Was it Mr. McGee? I can't remember now. But anyway, there was a cartoon, and it's like this little cartoon figure will go hunting. I can't remember if it was rabbits. I think it was rabbits he was hunting, and he would walk with his shotgun on his shoulder, and you'd just be bobbling along. And then you hear the song, run, run, rabbit, run, yeah. So I had to go and Google it now, because that's what I do. When I hear something over and over again, or if I see something over and over again, there's relevance. So I've learned to look now. Like I've been hearing birds literally chime out my window all day. I literally had to close the bigger window and open the smaller one to lessen the sound. Yeah, but literally, for me, birds mean communication coming in, and for me, it's fast communication. And I feel like that's communication from the Most High. I feel like there's been a kind of enhancement then in my energy, and I feel like that's a collective energy. That's not just my energy. Going back to what I was saying previously, but coming back to what I was saying about this one, I can't remember the name of the guy's name, but Alan something or the other, Flanny something. I can't remember. Yeah. But listen to the words, yeah, because whilst I was listening to the song, I was also shuffling, and the card sexuality came out. So how that may be relevant, I don't know. But again, as I was listening to the song, it did also come out again. But this is the energy I was picking up on. The song lyrics said, it said something about rabbit pie. So I said, what? My first thing is, I said, hold on a minute. After I heard the lyrics, Like I had to literally go to the lyrics to see what they actually were, because I couldn't hear the song clearly by listening to it, so I just had to lyrically go to it. So when I actually realised that you were saying something about a rabbit pie, I said, well, what's a rabbit pie? And if anyone can explain to me what a rabbit pie is, like I know what a pie is, and I know you can make a rabbit pie, and if it's that, then it's that, but I don't know. But it says something about on the farm every Friday. It says rabbit pie, don't give it to the farmer. He will get by with his rabbit fun. He will get by without his rabbit fun. You would have to go and listen to it, because I can't remember the actual tune, the tone of that part of the song. And it says, bang, 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 goes the farmer's gun. Someone finds their strength, I said. First thing in the morning and first thing at night. That was just a channeling. But it says, bang, 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 goes the farmer's gun. Don't give the farmer, he will get by with his rabbit fun. Bang, bang, bang. Listen, I'm still like, I kind of zoned out of it and I kind of moved on from that energy. That's why that was the first energy I started just recording with, like the last energies I was tapping into. Something about the 28th of April is also coming up. Something about some kind of imprisonment where like someone's only allowed out for 4 hours a day, like 2 hours in the day, 2 hours at night. Like that's where that strength energy that I was tapping into was coming from. Like someone's at their highest energy in the morning and in the evening, dusk and dawn. There's a reason I did, and the card dawn came out, just flew back into my psyche. But there's some kind of defense, some kind of defense around some kind of illusions and deceit and all that kind of energy about how something was accumulated, how hard somebody works on something. I'm picking up the energy strongly of endings, and like as I was channeling endings, I didn't even realize as I was getting dressed today, honestly. Yeah, that I'm literally wearing all black, and as I was channeling when I came back, I kind of chuckled to myself, and I said it's like I'm dressed for a funeral. Yeah, and I didn't even want to say that because again, there's so much people that's going through things right now, and again, my condolences to anybody that's going through a loss right now. But I feel like not only in the physical, but things is ending for us all in the spiritual as well. Like there's a new era, definitely 100%. There's a new way of thinking. Consciousness is rising right now, and that's why I feel like the angels have got a message to say in regards to whatever this in between energy is. I feel like someone might feel stuck in thought right now. I feel like that's the energy that I'm picking up on, and that somebody needs clarity on right now with whatever the answers are going to come through here. So I'm going to just tap in. I'm going to press pause and I'm going to come back. You know, I'm going to notice everyone. So like that was strange for me a little bit. Well, kind of not, because I like to talk. But publicly like this to nobody, well not to nobody, but to a camera, and to the camera, to those who's listening, those who's going to receive the message. It's new to me, it's all new to me. I'm just literally, I'm understanding my gifts, 100%. I'm fully starting to begin to understand. A couple of years ago, I couldn't have said that so easily. But like I said, just through listening to other motivational, inspirational readers, I brought it down to around only 6 people I listen to right now. And even then, like every few months or so, it kind of changes. I noticed that. But I understand why, because that's the energy that's changing. You have to pay attention to the energy. Astrology is that important. Numerology is that important. Synchronicity is that important. Like there's ways that what we can't see can still communicate within us, not even with us, within us. It's just that stillness energy that you're needing to be in. Uriel, card number 6. Ministration. I'm definitely going to read this from the book. Love these cards. Love them. Bottom of the deck. Vision. I can't even say that angel's name. You can't. As I'm shuffling, my eyes are reaching over to this deck. This is the self-healing deck. Like when I first started paying real attention to, I've always kind of paid a real attention. I must look at this. And this card came out in the pre-shuffle, and this card came out yesterday. Rising Phoenix, card number 32. Break it down 5. So you got the 5 and the 6. So whatever this inner conflict is, or this conflict around you is, the hole in the soul. That's that energy that I feel like I'm going to read that definitely. I feel like that's that kind of numb energy, that kind of can't explain what it is that you're feeling energy. You know, you just can't put your finger on it kind of energy. Alright. Card number 6. Administration. He will not fail you or forsake you. Do not fear or be dismayed. Deuteronomy 31, chapter 6. 31, verse 6. Uriel is the spirit of ministration and peace. Whenever the name of God is invoked, Uriel responds instantly with a much love, healing faith, and courage as can be received. He helps turn our worst disappointments into our greatest blessings. Sometimes it takes the death of our most cherished dreams in the form of unpleasant experiences in order to realize the birth of a new life. Understanding the opportunity, his fire and his inspiration. I have to laugh here. And I'm just going to say, because that's literally aligned with more or less everything I was just saying. It just broke it down in a nutshell. So I have to kind of chuckle to myself as I was reading the first paragraph. It goes on to say, it says, when your heart breaks and you cry, God help me, Uriel and his legions come to bring you peace. Be open and willing to accept the response. Doubts, guilt and shame only reduce the impact of the response you may feel. When fully accepted, everything you need in your moment of despair will be provided. Uriel teaches you to develop stability and certainty from life's pressures. and encourages you to be faithful as He guides you through difficult times without fear. When you fail, Uriel cheers you on to try again, and when you succeed, He attends your celebration by nurturing a well-balanced pose. When you take yourself too seriously and the strain of an inflated ego exhausts you, He guides you back to your truth. Do important work without becoming self-important, because the ego requires energy for sustenance, leaving little for your work. Along that path of discovery, you will learn to suffer less and seek the blessings that lie hidden in disappointment. Uriel seeks people who are open to receive His love and protection, then pass it on when needed. Practice anchoring yourself in love that is strong enough to withstand the influence of negativity and viciousness. When you can maintain your force field of positive energy with certainty, you become a radiant center of light, available at any time to assist the angels in helping your earthly brothers and sisters. Become a master of your energy and enter into the loving service. Right. What do they say? You can't make it up. You can't make it up. That's literally everything that I was kind of channeling in a nutshell. I said I love these cards. Let me read the Rising Phoenix card. Rising Phoenix. Card number 32. That shows me that's the conflict. There's movement from the conflict that you've been facing right now. So it says, everything in your life is falling apart in order for you to rise from the ashes with renewed strength. This is not a time to create, but a time to sweep away everything that has not worked in your life. The reason so many things are breaking down and not going your way is because the old cycle of your life is completed. You may feel that you are walking through the fires of life right now in order to be cleansed and purified for your rebirth. Soon you will not recognize yourself. You are reclaiming your spirit. If possible, try to isolate yourself from the chaos surrounding you. Now is the time for you to feel any pain that you have previously suppressed so that you can heal. The universe has plans and opportunities that are better than you can imagine. So let go and trust and anticipate what is coming. Anticipate what is coming. That kind of stood out to me there. It's like some people know, you know when they say I can see that light at the end of the tunnel? You can feel it, you can see it. Hold on to that hope, that faith. Alright, I'm going to read this one because I was quite curious about that. That kind of fits in with that energy. Like this is the energy from yesterday. So I don't really want to stick in that energy too tough because that was a heavy energy, but still it's come out again today in a lighter kind of feel. It's not as heavy as it was. Maybe it's number 36. Again, that's that 8 again. Break it down, that's the 8. I tapped into the energy of 8, walking away. It was like with each number, 7 and the 8, I was breaking down what the 4 suits meant. And then again with the 8, I was breaking it down. So it's like someone put some hard work and effort and time into something that they're now having to walk away from. But again, that was just channeled. So it says, your childhood wounds are creating a hole in your soul. One way your childhood wounds disrupts an extraordinary life is through low-grade depression, experienced as a perpetual empty feeling. If a child you tried to make everything alright by picking up the pieces of your family dramas, then you adopted a false self. When you lose your authentic self, disconnect from your true feelings, needs and desires. Instead, you wear a mask to make others feel more comfortable. Being detached leads to profound loneliness and isolation, as you are always mourning your true self. This card encourages you to discover your true self through learning about your childhood and mourning the abandonment and neglect you felt. And I feel like that's what somebody needs to communicate. That's what somebody needs to talk about. That's what somebody needs to overcome. Because as I was reading that, I can literally feel my throat getting sticky. Sticky. Alright, let's pause. From the left to the right. This card wants to come out. Release. Yes, can't make it up. Tell me more about this energy of release. What do you need to be released? A lot needs to be released. There's nature, something needs to be released into nature. Earth angel, gratitude, forever present, forgiveness. Yeah, I'm not going to take all of them, but again, it's that whole, in order to receive the blessings, you have to release the blockage, release whatever it is that's been holding you back. So let's try and find out more about this energy of what's needed to be released. Positive outcomes, new beginnings, yeah. Pathways, priorities. I feel like I need to take them. I'm just going to take one card. I just want to keep the energy small, but nevertheless, it's all part of the message. But this is definitely about releasing the old. I'm hearing one dancehall song now from Being the Man. Stop living on the past, memories. It says memories don't live like people do. They're always going to remember you. You understand? I remember when man arrived. Look, it's time to reflect. Reflect and release. Reflect and release. Now is the time. Tell me more about this energy of is coming back to mind, one of the cards that want to come out. Someone's needing to set their priorities step by step and trust, have faith in the Most High, have faith in your plan, have faith in yourself, know your capabilities, you know your capabilities. Don't let no one tell you otherwise. Look at that heart space. That went way over, you saw how that flew over there. The blockage is the healing. I'm asking, what's the blockage in order for this blessing? Healing. Encounter from the book, because I'm asking what's needed to be done in order for this healing process to begin, because there's an abundance of, you understand, there's abundance, there's blessings to be coming in. Persistent, positive outcome, new beginning. But someone's not got a plan right now, they're not knowing where to go. See, either someone's got a plan and don't know where, or doesn't know how to prioritize. That's what's coming to mind. Someone's not knowing how to prioritize. Time is can't make it up. Look at this come out. Priority. not that it's just come out, but that's what's next. You understand? Like there's a reason. Like this is the whole channeled reason I'm doing. I'm channeled. I'm in an energy right now. I'm in an energy right now. This is definitely one of those readings that I would love to listen back to and look back on. There's nothing beautiful without a struggle. Love it. Plateau is the word that comes there. It says, through butterflies struggle to emerge. Its wings are strained, pulled and perfected. Without this struggle, it would never fly. Life stretches and shapes your unbreakable, magnificent spirit into an authentic form. Your wings are always there. You would never have used them had not life forced you to. Now fly. It says, there is no avoiding the tough stuff. There's no avoiding the tough stuff. An unsettling encounter ruffles emotions. Confusion is followed by confidence. A success attempt or uncanny meeting expands your horizon. Affirmation. The unknown is easily known. I step into the darkness and turn on the light. The strange is quickly familiar. I open the world and I read it. In every new situation, I find sure-footed. In every new circle, I find a clear voice. Peace expands and grows through all I encounter. That's loving every part of you, scars and all. That's loving everything that somebody mocked you for. That's saying, I love myself anyway. You understand? That's being confident. That's being confident within your own skin. You understand? That's being confident within your masculine and your feminine energy within you. Not outside of you, within you. You understand? That's being able to help heal another whilst you're going through your own encounters. You understand? That's selfless. That's what this is about, raising that consciousness, repairing that missing hole in your soul. Listen, that's why I release it anyway. Now, you understand that writing is my passion. I love to write. Music is just a kind of a new thing that's come about. But believe me and you, I do it anyway. You understand? I do it anyway. Why? Because it makes me feel good. It makes me feel better. When I release it, especially in that way, number one, I feel proud of myself because I didn't even know I could rhyme. Like, honestly, a few years back, I didn't even know I could do that. So, you understand, it's just all part of that healing process. You have to listen to that highest energy within you. It will lead you. That's that inner child. Your inner child will lead you straight to your healing. You just need to just sit still for a hot minute. Whilst you keep on moving, don't stay there. You can't stay there for too long. You understand? You have to keep on moving, but embrace it. Like sometimes I'll tell myself, alright then, you got one weekend to this, wallow, dig. You understand? Embrace whatever it is that you're feeling. But if you come Monday morning, it's time to get up. But I will give myself a time to go where I have to just, you understand? It's almost like I'm manifesting. I'm releasing at the same time. And I notice when I go into those energies, those zones, when I come back out of it, my spiritual gifts enhance. Like, there's unbelievable stories whilst I went through this whole shift with the oracles and tarots and this side of my spirituality. Like, trust me, seeing is believing. Seeing is believing, but there's a need here to trust in the unknown. Trust in the unknown and understand why each and everything is occurred in your life. Every single scar represents something in order for you to remember who you are. You understand? But for that scar, you would have never remembered that experience. And it may have never made you who you are today. Listen, with all of my scars, I love myself. Bata futana. You understand? I love myself. I love my heart. I love my intention. I love my nature. I love my strength. I love my determination. I love all of that. And that's not even being like egotistical or arrogant or nothing. That's just me being confident within my own skin, knowing exactly what it is that I can do for myself and for others. Listen, I was literally guided to YouTube, guided. Like one song I've got and it says, Wadan Kani, beefy. You understand? It says, you think me want to come up here and share with me stress. But the most I tell me say, this have been me quest. This have been me mission and this have been me quest. You understand? This is about inner light, inner love. Set free a boundary, set it high like a dog. Anything I offer, that's a blessing from above. And tell me say, him a gonna make it fit like a glove. Empress, upcoming high priestess. Listen, it's all downloads. What I realized, that all those little rhymes that I put over the years, it's all downloads because it all makes perfect sense to me now in regards to the energies that's going on within me and around me as a collective, you know. It makes sense, it makes perfect sense. I literally went into my isolation, hermit energy, and I dissected everything, every scar. I dissected it until I've reached to this level of inner standing that I hope I can help somebody else reach that innerness, that inner standing of themselves. I hope there's something that can be triggered within you that you can reach to that level of inner standing, because that's the blessing. As a God, that's bigger than any kind of financial material gain. Trust me. Alright, let's see what the angels have to say. Tell me more angels. Look at that creativity. I'm asking to clarify the blessing. What's the blessing to come here? Breathe. So Metron and Shami. About, remember I was saying about past life? This is about every kind of life experience. This is the energy of remembrance of who you are in every lifetime. It's your soul. Indecision. I can never say this word, that's why I just show it to the camera. I can say it off camera with ease. I don't know what's going on when I go to do the reading. It must be the time my tongue gets really heavy. I get tongue tied easily when I do reading. That I used to also be a little bit wary of when I first came out. But it's just who I am. That's something I've done since I was a child. Not necessarily me, well, used to say I wasn't in my highest energy. But again, my book will explain a lot. You know? I feel like I need to get one more card. I love how my cards like land, and I love how I'm just being used as a vessel right now. These cards. I'm being used as a vessel right now because I notice where the card lays, there's a meaning. For me, this is about someone's creativity. This is about someone's creativity. And somebody just needing to take a deep breath and relax. And just do nothing. Just listen to your inner voice. Anger is here. I feel like the reason why someone's needing to take that deep breath is because of that energy of control of anger. Another card fell on the floor. But compassion for self is needed, and for others, but for self, it goes back to that energy of being able to help others whilst you're healing. That kind of wounded healer energy. Yes, it's like that wounded healing energy, and again I say that as I look at this. Like green, that's the heart chakra energy. Fourth chakra. me. I don't know much about this angel, but just looking at the colours, that grounding energy, that healing somebody, even though you're going through your own. Again, I'm looking at how the cards are. You're needing to breathe whilst helping others with that compassion energy, with that heart space energy. Cards right here, and I was going to use these cards for another reading. I was going to just do like I was going to do a personal reading for myself, so I wasn't going to use this deck within this reading. But when I see it, I was going to try and say the word, but every time I go to say it, I can just hear it just sounding all muddled up in my head. I refuse. But that's that looking back in your records, in your past life, going back into your ancestral records, you understand? So let's see what that's got to do with the energy of this reading. This card wants to come out. Shit. Tell me more about this energy. I try to say it in my head and say it out loud. No. Energy is that. Tell me more about the energy. Spouse. Healing at the bottom of the deck. That's healing out twice. It came out and now it's at the bottom of the angel head. Phobias. At the bottom of the deck. So when I look back on the past life, there's a lot of fear around here. Fear of water maybe. Fear of water. Titanic right now. And that's what's needing healing. You understand? Like when I look at all that's at the bottom of the deck. So we've got phobias, healing, that's that heart chakra energy again. And then we've got hole in the heart. You see the pattern? The cycle. Accept the challenges are the best way to learn. That's that encounter energy again. That's the understanding that the good, the bad and the ugly all happens for a reason. You may not understand it at the time. It may seem hella unfair at the time. But down the line, experience after experience, your wisdom begins to grow, and then the pieces of that puzzle begins to fit in, and you begin to understand little by little why, who, what, why, and when. When the time is right. Tell me more about this energy. Forgiveness definitely wanted to come out. 100%. It wants to come out in another deck, and now it's come out within this one, right over on the heart space. In order to feel your heart space, I'm hearing you need to open your heart chakra. Compassion, forgiveness of self and for others. It says, I acknowledge that the I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Remember, your heart is the gateway to your soul. You understand? Your full chakra is the gateway to the rest of you, to your inner you, your creativity, your intuition. You understand? Your third eye chakra, your mind. It's the roots. You understand? From the depth happiness. I release the need to know all the answers. Sometimes you just don't need to know. Sometimes you just be good with the inner peace that you have. I'm hearing not every situation needs a fight. Choose your battles wisely. Most definitely. Tell me more about this thing. Balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. You understand? I'm hearing God knows all, and again I'm hearing. I just looked at you at the ship, and I'm hearing, run rabbit, run rabbit, run, run, run. Up the other day as well, tapped into the Wizard of Oz energy, and thank you for the person that sent me the link. It was a very interesting watch. I can't remember what reading it's on now, but I might add that link to this reading. It was an interesting watch. What I've noticed, because everything has a hidden meaning, there's hidden secrets all around us, and trust me, all within us. And a lot of these fairy tales and these stories that we kind of didn't pay much mind to, but a lot of mind to, it's got a lot of meanings in them, a lot of meanings. Like, I'll let you look at that one for yourself. I will definitely remember to put the link in the bottom of this. As I say, I definitely remember. I know how I am. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to definitely write it down so I definitely remember. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence, because you know why? There's nothing to fear but fear itself. When you get through the stages that you need to get through, depending on what part of your journey that you're at, you understand that there's nothing to fear but fear itself. The only thing to fear is God himself, the Most High. Understand that. Anybody that pretends to have the power of God to try and instill fear into another person needs to worry. They need to worry. You understand? Because God is a very jealous God. You understand? And he don't like people impersonating him, especially when your heart is unclean. I mean, we've all got a bit of God in us, you understand? But what's your intentions, truly? But don't worry, I'm here. Don't worry. That was for some, maybe. But there's this message here that is not to worry. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. What's to be will be. What will be will be. You're not a failure, and that's the reason why it fell in reverse. Someone needs to stop telling themselves that they're a failure. Again, it's that energy of A. It's like this constant negative self-talk. It says, I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. So for all of these encounters that you've gone through, these challenges that you've overcome, Well, that's why you're here being able to listen to the reading, because you've overcome it. Or at least you're on your way of overcoming whatever this obstacle is that you're feeling entrapped in. Blessings are coming. Tell me more about this energy of anger. Why is anger here? Why is anger here? Love. Humor. Somebody took your love for a joke. Make somebody feel imbalanced. So you're going to hear my neighbour's children in the garden if you can hear it. I noticed it in yesterday's reading. So it says, I chose to focus on the lighter side of life. Yeah, someone took advantage of it. It made somebody angry, caused someone to be imbalanced. Tell me more about this indecision energy. Why is indecision? Freedom. It's that contemplating. I'm hearing to run. Again, another reading's coming to mind again. Someone's needing to seek refuge, seek solitude within their refuge, literally. It's a reading I done some time back. Someone's needing forgiveness of what it is that they may have allowed themselves to even encounter. Forgive yourself for going through that. There would have been a reason. And now is the time to tap into that reason why you allowed yourself to encounter so much. Why did you allow yourself to endure so much? It's now the time to be truthful to yourself. Be truthful to self. Pride. Someone's pride is what's making them stay in a situation that they know is kind of going nowhere. It's making them feel a failure in. Or again, I'm hearing on the other hand, it's like it feels like somebody's other half. Without this person, you understand that kind of an energy. Codependency energy I'm picking up on there. But that's what's causing someone to be indecisive. It says here, I love myself and I see myself in everyone. I feel that that's the energy of someone making excuses for somebody's behavior as a ploy to feel comfortable in order to stay in something that you know is wrong. Success at the bottom of the deck. Judgment has to come out. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. Most definitely. And whatever you're trying to clutch onto, and that's the word that's coming to mind, clutch onto. I feel like someone's clutching onto something for the wrong reason. Because you're in a situation where someone is not appreciative of the love that you're giving. It's almost like someone's taking the love that you're giving them as a joke. Some take it for fun, but me take it serious like a god. That's one of my oracles here, come to mind. That what you're taking serious, someone's not taking it serious as you. I'm hearing someone, look at this image of this card, I'm keep getting drawn to this image of this card as I'm tapping into that part. It's like, yeah, it's almost like a revenge tactic. It's almost like someone's so upset. There's a lot of conflict, there's a lot of resentment here for somebody. This is the image of resentment. This is someone who feels resentment. This is somebody who's saying, listen, what I'm picking up on here, there's no need to fight fire with fire. Monkey see, monkey do. You don't have to be that person, or somebody doesn't have to be that person from you, or you're rising from the ashes from somebody who was in this kind of an energy towards you, because it feels 50-50. It feels 50-50. It feels good energy to to start with when it first came out, but as I'm going on, it feels like another energy. When I filled out the judgment card, it's like again going back to yesterday's reading. Someone's trying to manipulate time. Someone's trying to hinder somebody's progress. You understand? It's like, understand that everyone has their own path and challenges, but someone's trying to manipulate someone's path and manipulate somebody's challenges. Someone's trying to manipulate somebody's rising. Indecision again at the bottom of the deck. It's either you are very indecisive or the person who you're thinking about is very indecisive. I'm feeling like it's the person who you're dealing with is very indecisive, but I feel like this is a mirroring image. I feel like you're just as equally as indecisive about your own life as this person is about their own life. There's a kind of energy of you both being in this still energy and not understanding the energy that you're feeling right now, not understanding that this is the end or the ending of karmic debts, karmic cycles, and that energy is real. It is, trust me, it's a real energy. It's definitely shifts that you will feel, and if you're not clued up to certain things, even the basics of astrology, numerology, synchronicity, spirituality, it can confuse you. It can definitely cause an emotional imbalance and anger, because you're not understanding where any of this is coming from. It doesn't make sense if you don't understand. It will cause worry. Of course it will. It will cause low self-esteem. Of course it will, because you've got all of these thoughts running around in your head and you don't know what to do with them. So that's a sleepless night, anxiety. You understand? Worry. Right now the time to have balance, to breathe, connect with outside. I love when it comes to this time of the year, because there's no stopping me after that. As I say that, and you call the manifestation. Learning to allow well-being in. The art of allowing. I am that I wish I am, and I am pleased and joyful in it. And you are that which you are. And while you are different from that which I am, I can allow that, for it is also good. That's accepting everybody for who they are. You understand? Accepting everybody for who they are. Someone feels like they wouldn't be accepted for who they are. Going back to the beginning of the channeling that I had of sexuality. Someone's hiding who they truly are, hiding your true self, hiding your creativity, your strengths. I'm hearing someone's making it difficult for themselves. If I am resisting, if I am resisting evil, I am attracting evil. It says, if you are resisting anything you are focused upon, it, pushing against it and achieving the vibration of it, and therefore attracting that which is like it. Okay, so there's a card, and I'm going to use this deck now. That's what's instantly come to my mind. if you argue with somebody about limitations, then you're going to get limitation behavior. You understand? It's about setting your boundaries, going back to the song I was singing, my one. When it says, set your boundaries, set it high like a dove. Anything offer that's a blessing from above. You tell me, say, am I going to make it fit like a glove? Empress, upcoming high priestess. You understand? Understand who you are. Don't allow no one to deter you off of your path. You understand? Know who you are. Keep following that inner voice, that inner spirit within you, like that inner child. Your inner child ain't gonna lead you nowhere wrong. Believe me and you. I don't know how long this has gone on for now, but this is gonna be part 2. This part here, piece of the other one coming into, because I'm kind of gonna break it down. So this could be a Virgo I'm talking to, or it could just be that Virgo energy where someone's not feeling. They fell over on pride, so it could be someone's not feeling that perfect, that perfectionist, that perfect way. Something's not going to as planned, or you understand? Someone's hiding their true self. Like Virgo energy is like that perfectionist energy, has to have it right, has to be done properly, you know? That kind of energy. And it's fallen on pride, so maybe someone's not feeling like they can, someone's not feeling in that energy. Someone's not feeling themselves right now. Tell me more about this energy of Virgo. What is Virgo? So it says, stay focused. Remember why you started. Remember why you started. Tell me more about this energy of the rising phoenix. Why rising phoenix? Have a choice. Judgment here wants to fall out in reverse. Staying focused. I'm hearing it's a long time coming. This is a long time coming. Listen, there's an energy called near success. Near success spirit. The first time I ever heard of this was back in 2014. And I was in a real low energy, couldn't feel why, but I was in the energy of manifestation, yeah? But at the same time, it's like things, I'm feeling, you know when you're, alright, then going back to the energy I was feeling of my car in the one previous reading, and I'm on the motorway in the UK, 70 miles per hour. Now I'm on the motorway and my car can't pull more than 40 miles per hour. That's dangerous. I've got cars beeping me, flashing me and all sorts. You understand? I forgot the train of thought I was on. But it's that stagnation energy, it's that resistance energy. There's a resistance here. There's a fear-based factor. Judgment in reverse, it's like a fear energy. Someone's resisting the change. Through fear of losing their comfort blanket energy that I picked up in yesterday's reading. Someone's fearful of losing that comfort blanket, even though they know it's not good for them. Even though they know it ain't good for them. That's the star in the reverse. 2017 I'm picking up here. 17, 18, 19, 3 years. 3 to 4 years. Alright, tell me more about this energy of judgment. Could be to do with an Aries. Got Aries here in the reverse. Clarifying, you always have a choice. Tell me more about the energy of Virgo. Why is there Virgo energy here? emotional energy, that energy of feeling stuck within, wanting to drive and can't, like that pullback energy. There's a pullback energy. Tell me more about this energy of the Cancerian. Hermit energy. Double clarification. Virgo energy. Number 9. It's that being still within that completion energy. Hermit energy is the soul searching energy. The energy that you isolate yourself away, you just tap out, you go MIA. Missing in action, go ghost, like, because you're just observing all of your choices, the things that you're needing to sacrifice out of your life, the people, places and things, the hard work that you put into situations, where it is that you wanting to plant your seeds now, where it is that you're going, where it is that you've overcome. You understand? Why you've gone through what it is that you're gone through. All of them kind of things. That's the judgment energy. Truth is being brought to the situation, but someone's resisting their blessing. Sagittarius. No one to throw you off balance. Don't let no one to change who you are. Don't allow anyone to do that. Tell me more about the star energy. That toxic energy, toxicity energy, Capricorn energy. If we were looking at with the tarot, the devil represents the Capricorn energy, and when I'm asked to clarify the star in the reverse is someone's wishes and hopes. Someone's not feeling very wishful right now, they feel that failure energy. So that's that toxic energy, that's that devil energy, that energy of illusion. Understand, where you're allowing yourself to believe the negative thought patterns that you've been telling yourself or that others have been telling you. Aquarius energy. Allow no one to change your mindset. You've got a new way of thinking. The way how you think is, I'm trying to say, fixing right now with this higher consciousness that's coming in, this awakened energy that's coming in. You can't allow anyone to come in with their negativity to sway you off of your path. This is a whole new era that's coming. There's so much to come that we don't even know about. You can probably only feel it within our gut instincts, within the gut, but none of us can even imagine what it is that's actually really coming towards us. And this is a time where the Most High needs his soldiers and his warriors and his warrioresses to be strong mentally. Yeah, it's forget, like going back to the lynching speech, where the lynching speech was all about breaking the mind and keeping the body. Right now it's about repairing the mind. As well as, yes, taking care of your body, because you understand it works hand in hand. But right now is not a time to allow anyone to deter you from your quirky way of thinking. I was Sagittarian, your quirky right mindset. You understand? It's your way of thinking that's carried you to where you are right now. All of this emotional upheaval, all of this toxicity. No matter what happens outside of myself, I know that I am safe, and that was in the reverse. You understand? That wants to fall out in the reverse. So it's almost like somebody, I'm hearing kind of slowly but surely trying to break somebody's confidence. Don't allow no one to do that to you. It says no matter what happens outside of myself, I know that I am safe. I'm picking up on the energy right here. It's almost like I'm picking up on the energy of this energy that I'm tapping into. It kind of reminds me of myself, where you're literally watching somebody take the piss out of you, and you just endure it. You just endure it. But me personally, it's because I kind of taught myself from a young age how to rejuvenate myself. So it almost became like a, I don't even want to say like a game. There's that rabbit song again in my head, because that's what they call a rabbit game. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. You understand? But it's like, I observe situations from a young age, and it's not a good thing. It's not a healthy thing to do at all. And I would literally sit there and watch someone do me wrong, and then watch them lie, and still sit down and eat with them until I can't take it no more with the hypocrisy of these people. There's only so much of myself I'm going to give before enough is enough. 3 strikes and I'm out. If you're lucky, you will get more. You understand? Because believe me, I do know much. I know my worth. But through the things I've allowed people to get away with, people might question that, but don't ever question that. I know my worth. Always have. But where I never showed it, people felt like they could take advantage of it, until the day I decided to stand firm, stand my ground. Then everybody was shocked. You understand? But don't be shocked. Don't be shocked at me. Be shocked at yourselves, because you're the ones that missed the sign. I saw everything. I saw everything. I told people, all when me now look, may I see. All when me now listen, may I hear. You understand? That's the most high energy. That's the high priestess energy within me. Like, I'm always guided, and I always listen to the highest energy within myself. Even if it feels like a paranoid thought, I pay attention to it, because that's what's brought me to where I am right now. And I have to give thanks, appreciation to my blessings. But you know why? Because I knew when to release. I knew when to let things go. I knew when to. Within my own look of madness, I knew when to. Tell me more about this Capricorn energy. For those that just read this resonate. Tell me more about this Capricorn energy. This card wants to come out. So it says, don't spend too much time in the contemplation. Fortune favors action. So that's just telling you to not stay in this lack mindset, this self-sabotaging energy. And time now to put action to your plans. It's time to action plan now. Or put action, like I said, to your plans. Time for movement now. You know, fair enough, some of us were in lockdown now, there's only very little you can do. But trust me, believe me and you, this is a new era. There's a lot you can do online just for using the internet from home, I want to say. Don't let lockdown be an excuse to why you haven't done something. Listen, let me tell you this. There's this 1 year of lockdown. It's how you use your time. I'm just going to say that. It's how you use your time. It's definitely how you use your time. Like, there's been growth within, I've heard so many stories of people, myself included, of how much growth has taken place within this lockdown energy. And again, condolences to anybody that's had any losses over this COVID time. But this is the energy of forward movement, Scorpio. This is the energy of things ending to the way how things used to be. You understand? Scorpio energy. That's like that tower energy, the death card energy. Tell me more about this Scorpio energy in regards to the energy of the reading. And I just turned my head and I saw indecision. There's an ending to indecisiveness. Don't focus on monetary issues, focus on spirit. Focus on the Most High. Focus on where He's leading you. Because you understand that inner child inside of you. Focus. Each to their own. Everybody's going to have their own individual focus, because I couldn't actually pinpoint one particular. So that's to show me that many people's going to have different focuses, different priorities at different times of wherever they are on this journey. Some people, this could be a whole past reading. This could be a past energy. This could be someone's past that they've overcome this. This could be someone's current situation. Or it could be a situation that's going to come towards somebody. It all depends on where you are, so you have to take each part as it resonates. Tell me more about this judgment energy. Sun's in the reverse. Sun is the happiest card in their deck. That's somebody blocking their own blessing because of their own self-limiting beliefs, being stuck. That's Gemini in the reverse. Because of the choices that you're making. Because of the choices that someone's making, there's a possibility that someone's going to miss out on this cycle of blessing. It's about uplifting yourself, changing that way of thinking, changing that lack mentality. Gemini in the reverse energy. My Gemini here in the reverse. Single, yeah, someone's becoming single at this time, and it's heartbreaking for somebody. But don't focus on the monetary issues, focus on spirit. The cards are saying, focus on spirit. In this time of hermit energy, focus on spirit, focus on where it is that you're wanting to go, where it is that you come from. You understand? The who, the what's, and the why. It says, argue, the card came out. It says, argue for limitations and you get what you argue for your limitations and you get to keep them. So if you argue for this limited lifestyle that you know is not good for you, then limited lifestyle is what you will get. You understand? You need to understand your worth. Temperance. You need to understand your worth. And understand that you can attract your worth. You can attract your worth away from this Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces energy. Somebody who you know is probably good for you. Is not keeping. Look at this energy of someone's kind of like slouching. And again, I'm looking at this hermit energy. You understand? Someone's needing to. I mean, this is a confident energy. This is someone who knows who they are, but yet is in a lack energy. This is somebody who shows confidence on the outside, but has a lack of confidence, because is willing to put up with a situation that they know is limiting them, is limiting their creativity, is limiting their happiness, is limiting their fulfillment, is causing them nothing but worry and anxiety. But patience. Tell me more about this temperance energy in regards to this energy. The world. The changes in the cards. There's birth in head. It says just be alone for now and develop your craft. Just be alone for now and develop your craft. Prioritize. Sorry, the card just fell. So it says, the way others view you is none of your business. Of course not. Listen, that's their opinion. And I had to kind of learn that slowly but surely. In a lot of things, not my monkey, not my circus, that's just your opinion. In some things, I still have barriers that I needed breaking. Me being here on YouTube is me breaking those barriers. overcome. There's nothing to fear but fear itself. What is there to? What is the fear really? What is the fear really? It's just an illusion. It's an illusion. It's an illusion that you build up in your mind. But someone's way of thinking is going to change right now, and you're going to see what's going to be birthed. Once you break those barriers, understanding what's going to be birthed for you in due time. Acceptance. Tell me more about this acceptance. Accept yourself wholeheartedly is what I'm hearing, and let go of this codependent energy. It's in the reverse. It's in the reverse. Accept yourself for who you are, scars and all, and let go of codependency. Stop holding on to those people that don't mean you no good, just because they may say they love your scar, or you understand, or they love this, and no one's ever probably told you that before. But come on now, you know your worth. You know you deserve better than whatever this codependency, Capricorn energy is. You know that you deserve better than whatever this limiting energy is that you're arguing for. But there is definitely conflict here, but something is definitely ended. I feel like there's been some form of recent ending. There's a recent ending here, but separation is happening for a reason. Separation brings realization, it brings rejuvenation, transformation. Nothing happens for no reason in this life. Remember that. Tell me more about the energy of the sun. What's the sun here? Spiritual partnership. Someone feels like the relationship that they're in is a soul-made spiritual partnership. So with the separation, someone's fearful of whatever took place, I feel like, in 2020, or fearful of the ending of this connection, fearful of leaving behind the codependency, because they can't. Truth. You need to talk truth to yourself. You can lie to all of your people them around you, but you can't lie to yourself. When all of them people there's gone to their homes, dealing with whatever they're having to deal with behind closed doors, and you just let them go home with all these lies and illusions that you're telling them, you're still left with the same confusion. You understand that you're not being honest about. It's time to be honest to yourself. What's the truth in this situation for those that's resonating? You see, it's being hidden, it's over there. Pisces energy. Time is now. Sure, we're in Pisces season. Tell me more about this energy. What's that card? The Emperor. Someone needs to tell the truth about an over-controlling, overbearing Emperor. And an unhappy home. Someone needs to talk up and stop accepting it. Stop accepting whatever it is that you're going through with this Emperor in the reverse. Because the Emperor in the reverse, it says just be alone. Listen, the cards that you've been saying, just be alone and develop your craft. Because whoever this Emperor in the reverse is was overpowering, narcissistic, I'm hearing, violent, I'm hearing a lot of ugly words right now. Someone needs to speak the truth and accept that's what the truth is, and walk away from the situation if it's all of that I just explained. This can't be your divine counterpart if it's that toxic. Your divine somebody who loves, listen, love don't hurt. It sounds cliche, but love will never physically hurt you like that if that's what's going on for somebody. So change your way of thinking. Don't tell yourself, oh, they love me is the reason why they do this. If they didn't love me, they wouldn't do it. If they loved you, they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't try to manipulate the hell out of you. You understand that I love the other extra way of living. They wouldn't do all of that. So that's what I tell people. The same advice you would give to your child is the same advice you need to give to yourself when you're in a domestic violence situation. Some people haven't got anybody to talk to, but you're damn sure you got yourself. You're damn sure you got your spirit guide. You're damn sure you got the Most High. You understand? And if between all alone or you can't think of a plan to come out of that, of course you can. Just embrace your silence. Embrace this hermit energy. It's good to be single. It's good to be single. You ain't got that having to live on them eggshells. You understand? Having to worry about anything other than you and your priorities and where it is you want to go with your craft and your creativity and your higher conscious way of thinking. You understand? Your truth. What's the advice for those that's resonating? Ace of Cups. Choose you. Tell me more about this Ace of Cups energy. Yeah, choose you. Be selfish and choose yourself. Tell me more about this Magician energy. But the Magician in the reverse today ain't a good card. The Magician in the world, in the world, in the reverse. But I just pick up instantly. I saw it instantly. I was be selfish. It's time to be selfish. It's time to give all of that love into yourself. It's not manipulative at all. It's called self-love. But this Magician here in the reverse, that's right. Rebirth, come on. Rebirth. Use all of that time to rebirth yourself. Tell me more. Card number 13. That again, the download when I done another video, another channel video actually with the angel message. 13 is the divine feminine number. The Chariot was in the reverse. To realize who you are. You're beginning to understand where your creativity can bring you. Money opportunities is here. Where your craft, your trade is going to carry you. No need to be no more inner conflict, knowing exactly where it is that you're going. Full of drive, full of energy. That's what single will bring you. That's what single will bring you. It's time for you to be selfish. It's easier to run alone than it is entangled with chains and eggshells all around you.